Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bonny and welcome to Bonny Beauty Hub. We got the goods. The goods are secured. I have everything that she launched, at least in Ulta. I went to her, okay, we're talking about WYN Beauty, the new beauty brand that was launched by Serena Williams. So I'm super excited because the name itself sounds so good, WYN Beauty. It is here to win. Look at the color. Look at the color of the packaging. I feel when colors are so vibrant, they give a very different sort of energy to you. So I love the vibrancy here. Let me tell you, I have 4 eye products, which includes the eyebrow as well. I have 4 lip products, which 3 are lipsticks and 1 is a multi-use. You can use it on your lips and your cheek. And I have both the skin products, the foundation. It's not a foundation, it's a skin tint and her concealer. So let's get started. So the skin tint, it is called Featuring You. It is the Hydrating Skin Enhancing Tint. I got it in the shade 255 Open. It is a skin tint, so you have to shake it up. Along with the packaging is very cute, obviously, but there is a small opening over here, transparency, where you can see the color of the product itself. So give it a really good shake. I love how small the packaging is. It is how do I say, it is broader so that you can hold it easily. It's not like a very thin packaging, and they've made it shorter. So I think you still get 1 ounce of product in this. Yes, it's 1 ounce. And once you open it up, what is the shelf life? They haven't put the shelf life, but it expires in November 2025. They have an expiration date, which I think is also good. But these are the packaging that we throw away. Normally, this is the packaging that we keep. So they haven't mentioned the expiration date on this, but what I do, I normally have my permanent marker and I mention the expiry date here. So as I told you, I talked too much before even getting into the actual product. Okay, so I think it has a lock. So twist it and now it comes. Wow. The texture, I feel it's not as watery as I thought it's gonna be. It is a creamy gel-like texture. So I just have very little. I can tell there's a difference because when I look at my closer view mirror, I see that I can see that there's a little bit difference. Not too much, but yes, there is a little bit of difference. So I'm gonna do another layer. Okay, I can work with this. It's not covering up, it's light to medium. So if you have any acne scars or sunspots, I would recommend you to touch it up with or cover it up with a concealer. But otherwise, I think it gives a very good finish. It is giving me my skin but better. So moving on to the next side. For a skin tint, I like the amount of coverage and the finish that it's giving me. I took 2 pumps and I've used almost 2 pumps. I'm just going to wipe off the excess and just press it. I don't want to waste. Yeah, I feel there's something on my skin. It doesn't feel like a primer, but it feels slightly sticky, and I feel that something's on my skin. So right over the top, I feel that if you have oily skin, it's better you set this. You set your entire face with powder, but otherwise the finish is really good. It gives a very natural, no makeup look, your skin but better look. So yeah, let's move on to the concealer. So this is called the Nothing to See Soft Matte Creamy Concealer. Oh my God, look at the packaging. That's gorgeous, right? Something about the packaging just makes me so happy. And I got this in the shade, oh my God, I'm turning old. I'm growing old. I can't see. It is 210 Realize. Let's see how. Oh, it's like a normal, very simple doe foot applicator, but it looks like a slightly bigger doe foot applicator. Very creamy. I can already feel it. I'm just turning the side and the other side. I'm using it here. Wow, look at how much product it has picked up. And I think I can still go because the other side I have still product left over. So as usual, any concealer, I only use it with a beauty blender. So I'm going to take a slightly damp beauty blender and blend it out. It was easy to blend out when I blended the first side, but as I always do my concealer, I put the concealer all over my face. But as and when I keep on blending the other areas, the later I was blending it, the tougher it was getting. It was getting dried quicker. So compared to a normal concealer, the play around time is a little bit less. So because it has a soft matte formulation, it looks soft matte on my under eyes, but because of the matteness, it dries a little bit quicker. So you need to blend it out really quick, or the best way is use it in one area at a time and then blend it out. It would really work. So far that is what we got to. And there was one product that I actually wanted to start with, but I forgot. I don't know how I forgot, because I have super duper dry lips, and since the last 1 hour, I wanted to use a balm, but I did not use it because I knew I'm going to record this video and I wanted to use the balm here. So it is the No Words Needed Lip Serum. So I have it in the shade Engage. In this they have only one shade. It is a very cute bottle. It has a very pretty applicator. It smells like vanilla cupcakes. This feels like literal oil. So the consistency is not very thick. The consistency is very light, but this is also very slippery consistency. Sometimes it's very light, but still it stays put. But I feel this is one of the formulation where if it is too hot outside, it'll melt away. It is light, but it's also slippery. That is how I feel so far at the moment. So moving on to the next product, let's do brows. So I have the Taking Shape Brow Shading Pencil. I got it in the shade Dark Brown. Wow, I like the shape. It has this triangular shape. I've started falling in love with this shape because of the Kosas one. And oh wow, the spoolie is also not very spiky. It's a very soft spoolie. So let's get into it. So far I really like it. It's really creamy. It's not very creamy where it is slippery. I am able to correct the mistakes if I make any. And the reason I like it is the shape, but this can also be a reason why a lot of people might not like it, because if you don't have broad brows, it's very hard to work with this shape. So that's why I think the first shape that a brand needs to come out with a brow product always has to be the precise tip. But then if you want, you can bring the same formulation. If the formulation is a hit, bring the same formulation in a broader tip, because it's not easy to work with different types of brow. This is only easy to work with a broader brow, or if you're a really good expert with brows, you can do that. But if you're a beginner or you have very sparse or very thin brows, this would not be the product for you. But the formulation itself is really good. We're going to see how long this lasts. So next, let's do blush. So should I do my bronzer before blush? No, it's okay. Let's do the blush. So this is the MVP Most Versatile Pigment Multifunction Lip and Cheek Color. Cheap, no, it's not cheap. It's cheek, but this can be cheap. The price was not that expensive. We'll talk about that later. I got this in the shade Soar. I did try a lot of shades, and the packaging is almost the same for everything, and I have no complaints. They are beautiful. This also comes with a very precise doe fill applicator, so I'm gonna put 2 here and 2 here. It picks a lot of product. I'm not gonna try this out for my lips because they have 2 other lip products as well, so I want to try that. And we're just gonna go with a beauty blender. Wow. The beauty blender is not the best way to go because the beauty blender absorbs a bit of the color into it, but still I feel it gives a little bit more precise application. So this is just with 2 drops. I'm happy that it's not super pigmented because blushes from like especially Juvia's Place, they are amazing blush. Even the e.l.f. beauty blushes, they are amazing blushes, but you need to be very careful because they're very pigmented. I want a blush where I can be carefree, where I can just use it how, and I love to go overboard with blush. So this feels like a gel formulation. Let's touch and feel it in a bit, but right now it's giving a skin-like glow. That glow can also be because of the skin tint, but I have to try this on my hand to actually see how the formulation is. So yeah, this is one of the blushes. So yeah, this feels like a very gel formula. It's very easily blendable. Wow, I like it. So far I'm liking it. Should I do more? It's okay, right? Anyway, we haven't set our face with powder. I'm going overboard blush today. Love it, love it, love it. I know the other products. Before them, I can do a little bit of touch up like my powder, my bronzer, and I'll be right back. Okay, so far everything looks good. I did have to do an extra blush because we'll talk about that later. So I have their gel eyeliner, their waterproof liquid eyeliner, and their lengthening tubing mascara. So first let me do the liquid eyeliner. Oh, for this the packaging is completely black, and this has a felt tip. I'm not a felt tip kind of person, but I am gonna go with it. Not bad for a person who does not use felt tip. It was not very difficult for me to use it. I was able to use it, and I was able to get the very precise tiny baby wing that I wanted. So far I'm impressed. So next I'm gonna go with the gel liner. This the gel liquid liner, this was in the shade Focused Black. I think they had only one shade, because if not, then I would have picked up a colorful one. I am bored with black liners. And this also, even the gel liner, they had only black because I normally go for brown or blue. I like colors. So this is the Glideline Longwear Eye Pencil, again focus in black. So this has a gel liner, and it has the it has a sharpener, and it has the rubbery tip at the end. Oh, this is actually rubber. Normally you have that sponge over it, but this is actually rubber. So I'm going to do this in my waterline and my tight line. You know what? My eyes might look red because it's a new pencil. It has a point and I'm trying to use it. It's been a very long time that I haven't found anything very close to the NARS or the Makeup Forever one. But this is giving me amazing pigmentation. Oh my God. I'm so impressed. I had to bring you closer to actually look at the pigmentation. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed with the gel liner, but I'm scared to use the rubbery tip on the other side. Close it. Wait for the click. Oh my God. Yeah. The rubbery tip, this rubber is slightly, I don't know how it's gonna be. I'm very scared to take it close to my eye. Normally it is the sponge tip, but this is a rubber tip, so I'm not gonna use it near my eyes. Okay, so next moving on to the mascara. This is their Lengthening and Defining Tubing Mascara. Normally tubing mascaras, my experience with them has been that they give a really good curl, and maybe that is why they call it a defining mascara. So the brush of this is really unique. Wow. Should I learn how to use it, or we can just go with it? Let's go with the flow. Okay, so this is with and this is without. Don't ask me right now. Right now, I don't know how I feel about it. I like a mascara when I can feel the brushes comb through the hair, and in this I could not feel. I felt like the brush is doing something, but I can't actually feel what it's doing. It's giving me, I can see it's giving me a little bit of length, a little bit of volume as well, but not as much as I expected. I am a mascara fanatic. I use a lot of mascaras. I try a lot of mascaras. So from a mascara, I have really high hopes. And mascara is not the product where you can give a first time impression, because the first time always, it changes. As and when you keep using the mascara, as the product dries out in the bottle, it tends to change the formulation of the way it looks or the way it works on your eyebrows. So let me do the other eye first. Okay, so after wearing it this side, I feel a little bit different. I feel this side, it's giving me a little bit more length and a curl. And I'm liking it this side better than this side. Maybe I'm having a better day. My left eye is having a better day. I don't know, but we'll decide that at the end of the video. So finally, the lips. So I have two lips. One is Word of Mouth Max Comfort Matte Lipstick, and the other is Say Everything Max Intensity Featherweight Lipstick. So in the Max Comfort Matte Lipstick, it is a bullet one, and I have it in the shade, what is the shade? Oh my god, it's so tiny. Cheer. Alright, so let's see. I think this is like a terracotta shade mixed with a little bit, a tiny dip of mauve in it. And in the Max Intensity Featherweight Lipstick, I have it in the shade Whisper. I think this is a lighter shade that I'd gotten. So this is like a sleeker version, and this is very lightweight, and oh my god, this is like a true brown with a drop of peachiness into it. So because I chose the blush color Soar, I like to match my lip with my blush. So just because we chose that blush, I'm going with the shade Whisper. It is more lightweight, and I feel it is more satiny. If you can see a little bit of shine to it. So which one is this? The Max Intensity Featherweight Lipstick. It doesn't talk about matte. It's Max Intensity. So the matte lipstick I'm not going to wear today. So let me wear, but I'm going for a dinner party and it's a night party, so I want to wear cheer. Let's try out this ones. I wish she had a lip liner too, but I'm using my favorite lip liner from Makeup Forever, Limitless Brown. It's like a universal brown. You can use it with any lipstick color. Blending the edges, taking Whisper. It feels so good on the lips. Oh my god. You have to feel this. Wow. I feel this is a perfect daytime, everyday nude shade. Oh my god, it's beautiful. I love it, but because I'm going for a nighttime dinner party, I'm gonna take this off, and it's a good time to try out Cheer. Just because I've wiped off all the lip serum that was below it. My lips are a little bit dry, but we're still gonna try this out. Wow. I like it. I like it. I think I can darken the lips a little bit, give it a little bit more contouring. I think it looks perfect. Oh my god, I love the finished look. I love the finished look. So very quickly, let's do a walkthrough from top to bottom. First, the skin tint. This comes in 36 different shades and it is $29, which is not bad. It's not a drugstore side, it is on the higher end side product, so it's not at all bad for $29. The highlighted ingredient is Hydra Complex, which is again all about hydration. So this product is all about hydration. They say it gives up to 72 hours hydration, which I don't know. I would never wear a foundation, or even if it's a skin tint, I would never wear it for 72 hours. This gives a very natural, radiant finish. I have set my entire face with powder, so if it gives a natural, radiant finish, I would know in some time when my powder it takes a little bit time for the oil to peek through and then the powder melts. A whole thing for oily skin, you know, there's a whole thing that goes on. But when I wore it initially, I showed you it was a very skin-like, natural, radiant finish. And yeah, it has SPF 30 and I think this is mineral SPF. So I'm gonna do the flashback test. I'm gonna put the pictures around over here. I don't know how it's gonna look because I still haven't taken it, but I will mention it somewhere over here. This is really good. I like it. And I have to tell you something about the concealer. First, let me pull up how much the concealer costs and how many shades it comes in. It comes in 20 colors and it is $25, which again is not a bad product. I love the doe fill applicator because it holds a lot of product into it. So in one dip itself, I can do a lot around my face. But the only thing is it dries up really quick. So maybe it is better to dip it in and take the product again and again. Again, in this, the major ingredient is the Hydra Complex. It is all about hydration. It has a cream to powder and I definitely agree to it because when I read it, that's when I realized, because when it was drying away, it was turning into a powdery formulation, and that is why it was feeling like it's getting a little bit patchy because it is drying and setting into a powder formulation. So it is really, really good to blend it as quick as possible. So that is about the concealer. I love the concealer. The lip serum, I need a little bit more time to tell you how I feel about this. Maybe on social media somewhere I would do a reel about it, or in my monthly favorites, or maybe I'll do another video after a month and tell you if I feel the same way that I'm feeling right now. So this, it's very inclusive. The amount of time that I wore it, I really liked it, but I don't know if it is long wearing for me because normally when it is this thin a formulation which is slippery, it tends to peel my lips or dry my lips really quick. So I have to wear it for some more time. Then moving on to the lip and cheek. I think I chose the wrong shade. Let me see. Is Soar the lightest color? It's Cross. Cross is the lightest color. Soar is, yeah, in a pinky shade, that is the lightest color. So I think I chose the wrong color. I should have chosen a little bit more vibrant color based on my skin tone, and I should have gotten for Push, which is a hot coral formulation. Amazing, amazing. 10 on 10 for formulation, 10 on 10 for the packaging and everything, but the colors on me. So I had to use a different powder on top of it. I used the Too Faced, their Cloud Crush powder in the shade Velvet Crush. So I had to do that because it was not still giving me that pop. When I use a blush, I need the pop. So this comes in this multitasking one. This comes in how many shades? This comes in 8 different shades and it retails for $21. So then moving on to the matte lipstick. So this comes in 10 shades and it retails for $20. It's really good. I love the packaging. It's matte, but it's a very comfortable matte and it is really, really well pigmented. And I used a dark color, and normally a dark color is the best way to go for a matte lipstick if you want to check if it works or not, because it has more color. So it needs to be more pigmented to not be patchy on your lips, and this was not patchy. You saw it when I was wearing it. So this one is good. So moving on to the next, which is the concealer is done. Okay, so the Max Intensity Featherweight lipstick. So this one is also $20 and it comes in 10 different shades. And this was good. This was very, very smooth compared to the matte lipstick. It is a little bit smoother. It is a little bit slippery because it is a satin formulation, but amazing. I felt this was also really good. And moving on to the gel liner, you know, I love it. The pigmentation so far, it's really good. Yeah, I will leave my comments below if I feel that something has gone wrong, or by next month I'll tell you if I don't like it. But so far, first impression, love it. Moving on to the liquid liner. So this again, I'm not a felt tip kind of person, I'm a brush tip kind of person. But being a brush tip kind of person, this was so easy for me to work with. So another product, I love it. And moving on to the mascara. The mascara, again, not my favorite mascara. It's an okie dokie mascara. I want a mascara where I can feel it going through my lashes. Maybe I'm a very rough and tough kind of person. I have to feel when I'm using it. I could not feel it. Maybe for someone that would be a plus point because it is so lightweight, it's so feathery, you can't even feel it on your eyes even when you're wearing it. But I have to feel it, and that's why I can give it like a 5 or 6 out of 10. But otherwise, is that all? Oh my god, that was all. So this is my breakdown of all the products. I loved most of it. Few are questionable because I don't know how they would wear for a longer time. First impressions, okay, so I need to try it out for some more time. So that is it from my side. If you like this video, please make sure to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching to the end, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.